Hey guys, I got this stain on my driveway from oil when our cars were leaking a bit. We just got the oil leaks fixed on the cars. Now we got to clean up the oil spots. Yeah, actually the neighborhood where we're at, they gigged us for this oil stain. Sorry about the shadow here. This sun's on the side. It's hard to see. So I'm going to do this try to show you guys on a few things that I just picked up. I picked up a pressure washer, some Zep driveway cleaner and concrete cleaner, and got this little electric one because I don't want to tear up my concrete with real high pressure. I'd rather work it with a little bit longer. But it's got this I don't know, it's a little thing that holds the water down and sprays in a place to work on a surface and hold the water in so it doesn't spray all over. But nevertheless, some people advise this pour and restore, and you just open a little cap, pour some on, it sort of foams up, you let it dry, and then brush it away. Then let the rest of the concrete complete to dry after all that stuff's out of the way for that to dry. And it's supposed to come real clean. Now we'll see how that works. But first, I'm going to have to get the camera on a tripod so I can get it set up on an area that I can show you where I apply it. So hold a moment. Alright. I got it put to an area of the driveway. With oil stain, I gotta take this, has a little seal that wouldn't really seal good. It looks like I may have to shake it up pretty good or something. Doesn't say the shake product, I don't think. Didn't see it on the instructions. T and important easy removes. Direction, shake well, yes, okay. Well, where some of the chalkiness of it was about a lip. It's already turning real dry on my finger. Let's see here. My driveway's on a slant. It's supposed to start like foaming up, but it's not really doing that. Maybe it's not shaking well enough. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, a little bit more sudsy. Says just to apply it and let it dry. So I'm applying on this stain before I get into working on the other side of the driveway. There we go. Some of it's sudsing up better. Chunks are coming out. Some of it hadn't mixed well. It's been sitting for a long time on the shelf, I guess. Yeah, if you see to the left, a little bit more wet oil. Okay, we'll see what it does to that. Okay, I'm gonna pause a little bit. I got the pressure washer assembled, and it comes with this little turbo head, they call it, and it does this little swirly type pattern. And actually I'm knocking out a lot of the built up oil out of the pores first, so at least the soap and other stuff has a way to get at the deeper porousness of the concrete. So I'm going to do this pressure wash first. I'll show you how this little, I don't know, they call it a turbo head, works. So that works pretty good to get the surface stuff off. Then I'm going to have to go in with the cleanser and degreaser and scrub it in, and then try to do another power wash. And meanwhile, the other stuff's still waiting on it to dry up so I can brush it off good. It's getting there. Alright, we're going to try to brush some of this pour and restore off. Yeah, it's coming up in little goobers. Still not all the way dry yet, but it's getting there. But it says to go ahead and brush off when it starts to dry up. I want to get a better view all the way out there. Okay, I'm going to have to let that dry up a little bit more too. Try those little dry spots on the left side. Those will have to rinse off later. It gets so chalky in some areas. Yeah. Well, at least by brushing most of it off, you thin down what stuff is still on the surface that would have been wet. It'll dry up a little better over time. You know, give it another hour, 30 minutes. But yeah, I'm still working on the pressure washer on the other side just to get that surface amount of oil off. Then I'm going to scrub in some of that degreaser, some of that Zep cleaner for driveways and concrete. So I'll put some in a spray bottle so I can work with it and then scrub it in. I'll show you how that goes. I did put on this sort of cup head that helps clean. Not sure exactly what to call it, but it actually does a good job on the just standard dirt on concrete. So I'll show you here. Taking it right off real easy compared to that other turbo head. Well, at least in bulk quantity. So I can use this on the wrist just like a vacuum cleaner. You get the rest of the dirt off the driveway. Now the concrete will look a lot brighter when it dries. And plus it doesn't get water all over my shoes or feet. Alright. Yeah, this really works nice. No splash. Alright. Alright, got some of that cleaner. It's actually purple. I wonder if it's that purple power stuff too. That'd be interesting. But before I scrub it in, get the sprayer pumped up. There we go. I know it's wet on the surface, but because I've been working to get all this other stuff off, but we'll conserve on the cleaning product by using a sprayer instead of just pouring it. It's a heavy degreaser, evidently biodegradable, so it's citric based, I guess. It's made by Zep. I think it'll suds up some too when I used that pressure washer head. Now keep the suds in. It says use full strength, not reduced, for oil spills or oil stains. I'm gonna get the brush with the brush. It says to brush vigorously. and we'll see how it does with the soap. I know it's good to let it set a little bit, but let's get some action going on. Oh yeah. See it suds up. Suds with the soap inside. It sprays it into the concrete against the oil. We still got more oil coming out of the concrete over here. It's not the soap anymore. There's a lot of oil on this spot. So actually it's doing pretty good. I know you can't see it from this angle because of the glare. But I'm gonna put some more soap. After that dries a little bit, I'm going to try to go back to this, brush off some of that again so it keeps drying. Then we can see what that looks like after it's done with the oil off of that surface. Okay, I'm taking a break. Alright, I did a lot with this pressure washer head, and you can see over there, I went ahead and washed over where I tried to brush. But that stuff is not getting the oil out. I mean, it did pretty good for being dry stuff, but you gotta let it dry a lot longer, probably a second application. That little bottle is pretty expensive. Works good in small concentrations, so small spot stains will be good where you can't use water or don't have it to use. Right here, I use that zip. Let's see, I believe it's called Driveway and Concrete Cleaner. And just had to scrub it with the brush. See the brush sitting over there. And now I use this after it's set for a little bit after brushing, and then it suds up underneath that bowl real good. I guess pressure wash that pretty good, but you see where that head gets. It really cleans well. I cleaned over that too, but I'm gonna have to use the Zep product on that side. So I'm doing this on a dry day because we got a lot of rain to come. So you know, all these products, they usually want to be at least dry outside and at least above 50 degrees. It's working, and I'm doing it to it, cleaning these oil stains and the rest of the driveway, so you don't think those are stains of some kind. After I get this cleaner, then the rest of the driveway was. Well, at least I know what's working. So the Zep product for the driveway and concrete, and this little Greenworks electric pump is not too much pressure to tear up the concrete, but it's enough to get the dirt and stuff out. So that's good. You don't want to damage your concrete. And if you, like me, own the home and rent the lot, they're not going to come back and try to make me redo a driveway at my expense when it's their property, and these cracks were in here before I got here around the previous owner. So haven't really done much worse on this driveway other than oil stains, and they're coming out. So it's working good, and just want to give you my little review. This little Greenworks little combo with the little cup head on it, whatever you call it. It's doing a good job, just going slow and easy, so I'm not wearing myself out at the same time. Just takes a little bit longer than probably really high pressure that would tear up the concrete. So I'm doing it right, but that's handy. This little Greenworks, I'll be able to pick it up, take it with me, move it around, stow it in small space. It's a good little unit for what I need it for in cleaning furniture and possibly even vinyl siding on the home. When it comes to mold and mildew, it'll help me out on doing that job too. But nevertheless, it's doing real good on this. Okay. I guess you got enough point, and hopefully you got to see what I've been cleaning. It is pretty darn dirty, and it's only been about an hour and a half, 2 hours in between sitting down, letting the stuff work, soak in for small use at home. It was a small expense. Didn't have to pay $600 for a professional pressure washer. God, come, Well, have a good one. We'll see you on the next job.